Hey everyone, I'm Felicia Johnson and you're watching the ntTV online report. Earlier this week, Governor Abbott reopened state parks and started a new phase in fighting COVID-19. The governor announced that on Friday, April 24, 2020, in accordance with CDC recommendations, people can attend parks for daily exercise.
Them closing the park was almost as devastating for me as it was for the kids learning they wouldn't be able to go back to school with their friends.
Monica Adams was a regular at Sheldon Lake State Park before coronavirus concerns closed it. But she was back just after 8 o'clock this morning on the first day Texans could return to state parks.
I felt like it was a way to feel like we're on the track to being back to normal, to being able to just see that things are going in the right direction.
Adams has been helping her young kids navigate online classes and has not had a chance to get outside very much in the last few weeks. Today that changed, and she doesn't mind wearing a mask as long as it gets her back to nature.
I would much rather have to wear the mask and be able to come than not come at all.
Let's go, guys. Arnold Camino and his daughter were among the first to return to the trails around Sheldon Lake.
Staring at the walls is not good at the house, you know. And you go out here and you get some good exercise.
Camino was also a daily park visitor before the shutdown. He's ready for the entire state to reopen, but right now he's happy to enjoy these first steps.
It means a lot. I've been sitting around for, well, I think this park's been closed about 2.5, 3 weeks.
Abbott also released that retail stores that are able to deliver can reopen as well. Now, the order does not supersede any local ordinances, but the state still encourages staying at home as much as possible. On Tuesday, President Trump announced that he would temporarily halt immigration.
In order to protect American workers, I will be issuing a temporary suspension of immigration into the United States. This pause will be in effect for 60 days, after which the need for any extension or modification will be evaluated by myself and a group of people based on economic conditions at the time. This order will only apply to individuals seeking a permanent residency, in other words, those receiving green cards.
In a tweet about the order, President Trump addressed the southern border specifically. In the midst of the pandemic, President Trump is expecting this to help the economic situation. However, he is facing backlash from multiple minority groups. Beyond our borders, the U.S. Navy has had multiple encounters with Iranian ships in the North Arabian Sea. The Navy released footage of the vessels harassing the U.S. Navy ships last week and claimed it was dangerously close to a collision. In response, earlier today, President Trump took to Twitter saying to shoot down the vessels. It has not been confirmed whether or not this is an actual fire order or a warning. Since mid-March, millions of Americans have lost their jobs. Since then, many are looking towards unemployment benefits for aid. In Texas, there's been over 275,000 people to file for benefits. The Texas Workforce Commission recently predicted that Texas unemployment insurance will run out in approximately 6 weeks. Though this does not mean people will stop receiving funds, recently Texas filed to receive federal aid in order to keep these programs going. For more information, go to twc.texas.gov. Yesterday, crude oil trades crashed on the stock market for the second day in a row. COVID-19 has drastically affected the demand for oil, with less people on the roads and at work. This has been some of the lowest numbers the industry has seen all month, and June's future contract has traded even lower than May's. At the end of yesterday, the oil crashed below zero, with the barrel going for negative $37. Since Texas is such a strong oil state, many worry what this will mean for our energy companies. Well, although oil prices are dropping, a positive side of people not going out is less pollution, which is great, especially since today is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day.
We're doing hi, greetings. We're just trying to change the world here.
Now, although this day typically falls for multiple climate marches and awareness, with COVID-19, this year would be a little different. Activists are going online in video calls in order to spread awareness about climate change and tips on taking care of the Earth. Earth Day Live will also be live streamed all day with activists and politicians calling change into action. If you're looking for more information regarding COVID-19, follow us on Twitter for all of the latest. Thank you for joining us online. That is all we have for you tonight. Join us again tomorrow at 5 o'clock p.m.